I think the one we were talking about just recently was the time we were at Nashville at a meeting, and we had gone out to the stockyards there for dinner. And there were about 8 of us, and the busboy came over and whispered in to Claire Panetta's ear, "That's Phil Donahue." She said, "Shh." So he came over to me and asked me for an autograph. So I started to write, and I said, "How do you spell Donahue?" And then I put Phil Donahue, Donohoo. So we had a lot of fun together. We good group of people. That was in probably the late 90s.
So you had your hair then?
I was pretty much like this, maybe a little more gray in it, but I wore glasses. So I looked a little more like him. Fortunately, it's still connected.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
well, I was president in 2008. I actually went to my first meeting in 1973. And at that time, the organization was known as the EGSA. It was an Electrical Generating Systems Manufacturing Association. And they were mostly dealing in portable, standby, and marine military applications. And my product is used on prime power applications. So I attended after that, but we didn't join until the late 70s. And by that time, there were more people like Caterpillar and Waukesha and Prime Power, Fairbanks Morris getting involved in it. So I had more customer base to look at then. And I was involved with committees off and on, and then I chaired a committee from the late 80s to maybe 2001, 2002. And then I had served one tour on the board in the mid-'80s. And then I served another one in the early 2000s, and then went on the executive committee in 2005. I wasn't ready earlier because I was the traveling salesman of the company. We were a small company, and I was on the road all the time, and I just didn't have time to commit to something like the executive committee. And by 2005, I was slowing down. I had more time, and I was able to commit then.
Did you have fun?
I enjoyed it. I've enjoyed my membership with EGSA. It's been a great organization. You know, it's a wonderful thing. We've got that David Coren Scholarship Fund, which is really an important thing, and then we have the Ray Russell grants for military vets for helping with their schooling. And of course, we've got the technician schools and the certification program. So it's become really a wonderful organization. It's really the leaders in on-site power in the whole industry. You know, you've got the engine manufacturers, you got the generator people, you got the switchgear people. I mean, every facet of on-site power is represented here. And the organization just continues to get better. The staff is phenomenal. I've belonged to Society of Automotive Engineers. I've belonged to Society of Naval Architect and Marine Engineers, American Society of Mechanical Engineering, and EGSA. And of all of those, I think this was the best operated organization. And the people, they're dedicated. The members are really dedicated to serving the industry. Well, the one we talk about quite often is the one with Kenny Niekamp and his wife. We were at the meeting in Vancouver back in the late 90s. And I knew Kenny from business, but I never met his wife. And they were on Granville Island, and we were there with the Panettas, and I was going to walk up and give Kenny a slap on the butt. And his wife thought I was a pickpocket. She almost cold-cocked me. So after we got over that thing, I would get a friendly pat on the butt from Judy every time we'd get in a meeting. So it was a lot of fun. There's a lot of kidding between the committee people and the members. You know, it's good friendly harassment. at first I would bounce around from committee to committee, and once I got involved as a permanent member of a committee and became a committee chair, I really got involved. Yeah, I was younger, I hit and miss, and I goofed off a little bit more in those days, But once the dedication of the committee members just draws you in. So once you get involved, you just get more involved. It's just I refer to it as being sucked in, but it's really not being sucked in. You're drawn in, and it's just remarkable the dedication of the members. A lot of people spend a lot of time working for the organization.
Because of why?
Well, what to benefit the industry, really, and to benefit the people in the organization. It's just a joy to work with a lot of these people. It's not work, it's fun. The work part of it you forget about, Well, we deal in waste heat recovery. If I have a problem, if I need a heat balance from somebody, I can call the Caterpillars or the Waukeshaws or the Fairbanks Morris and get the heat balance information to take care of a customer. So it's a great organization, and the people, the members help one another out. You have people that are competitors here. They compete very hard against one another, but not against the person, it's against the product. There are people here that I've competed against for 40 years, and we're still good friends. We can kid around and joke around, but boy, when we were competing, we were knocking the product, not the guy. So, big difference.